Hello, my name is Patty Wiseman, and I'm the author of An Unlikely Arrangement. And I want to thank Sylvia for having me on the show today. I really appreciate it. This is new to me, so I hope I don't stumble through it. Let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I live in Woodlawn, Texas. I'm married. I have two grown sons and a stepdaughter and a passel of grandchildren and a dog named Cutter. He's a cream lab and a joy. I'm also the daughter of a World War II Navy vet who survived Pearl Harbor, and he is really the inspiration for my book. I was raised in Washington State, attended the Wesleyan College in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and then moved to Northeast Texas, where I've resided for over 30 years. For the past 24 years, I worked as an administrative assistant to a financial advisor, but I'm now retired and devoting all my time to my writing. In fact, the sequel to An Unlikely Arrangement will be out in a few months. I want to tell you just a little bit about the inspiration for my book. My father was only 17 when he decided to join the Navy, and he needed his mother's signature, of course. As she agreed, they went to the recruiter office, and that's when he found out by the recruiter that his last name did not match his Social Security number. My grandmother had to admit that she had been married before and that it was an arranged marriage. My dad was only 10 months old when this man was killed in a fire. My grandmother decided to flee Detroit, and she married another man and raised my father with his last name. Over the years, my dad tried to find out about his real dad, but he couldn't, and he died 17 years ago. Well, I became very curious about this man that was my grandfather, but no one knew anything about. And luckily, through the internet, I have discovered a wealth of information and connected with a side of the family that we had no idea existed. It's been an exciting journey, and I hope to go to Detroit really soon and visit his grave, which I just found about a year ago on the internet. But anyway, let me tell you a little bit about An Unlikely Arrangement. It's a cozy armchair romantic mystery with many twists and turns, and just when you think you've figured it out, you haven't. The story is based on the true life experience of my grandmother's arranged marriage in the 1920s, but that is where the truth ends. I took that one fact and fashioned the story the way I wanted it to go. Ruth Squire was young and rebellious and defied her parents to live the high life of young people in 1929 Detroit. Through secrecy and deceit, the Squires introduced the young, handsome, and responsible Peter Kirby. He had been working diligently to make his own family's life easier. But another, more sinister man is also vying for her hand in marriage. Rich and powerful Eric Horton holds the fate of many families in his hands. These three lives intertwine through the differing worlds of high society, middle-class life, and organized crime, culminating in an engagement, a kidnapping, a misunderstanding, and a murder. You can find a lot more details on my website at www.pattywiseman.com. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Goodreads. I've really enjoyed being here today, Sylvia. I hope that I can come back soon with the sequel to An Unlikely Arrangement. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.